is time for your June update. So we're going to talk about the stats that came out for the month of May, and I'm blown away again. So we'll start with the Tri-County area. The median home price went up 1.8%, so it's up to $575,000 now. I'm a little surprised, but not really. We're having a really strong spring. Inventory is hovering right around that 1.1 mark, so 1.1 months worth of inventory. That's pretty normal for what we've been seeing in the current market with the availability or lack of availability of inventory. The number of sales, the number of pendings, and the available listings are also up across the board in the Tri-County area. So we're seeing really, really good market movement. It's a very healthy market at the moment. Depending on how you look at it, obviously buyers are still having a little bit of a tough time right now. We will see what mortgage rates do, and I think that's going to give us a little indication further out in the year how our annual numbers are going to shake up. So we'll talk about Placer County real quick. Median sales price is up 5.1% from April to May, so it's a huge jump. It is now up to $683,000. Placer County is hovering right around 1.4 months of inventory, so a little bit more inventory, which is a good thing. And then the active listings, the pendings, and the sales are all up in Placer County. So we're seeing a lot of really good activity. Overall, my concern is that this is a spring market. I would not expect this to continue throughout the year. So as we get into summer, we may see much more normal activity where we see the demand slow down. We'll see the inventory start to rise a little bit, and buyers probably will have a little bit better chance to make some offers, make more competitive offers on some of those properties as things start to soften up just a little bit. However, based on where we're at, I kind of expect next spring we'll probably start out the same way, start moving really well, see some really good activity, and another strong spring market next year. So on a whole separate note, how all of our real estate numbers play into, I guess, general finances and households and everything else. We did see a Fed pause, so they're going to pause their interest rates hikes. That's going to be that's an indication for the rest of the year. I'm not sure how to interpret that at the moment. I think there's a lot of things that we need to see that kind of need to catch up to those rate hikes, and we'll see what happens with mortgage rates. If mortgage rates start to come down later in the year, as some of the experts are predicting, that could bolster the housing market, and we could see this active spring market continue later into the year than we normally would. So we're going to be keeping a very close eye on mortgage rates as well. So a lot of moving pieces here, and I think my summary for right now is let's take a breather, let's pay attention to the market, let's watch all the indications, and maybe not make any projections right now one way or the other, because I think we could see either way, and I wouldn't be surprised. We could see things tighten up and see more unemployment, see the housing market contract even more. We could see some bigger financial issues. On the flip side, I would not be surprised if we saw the housing market continue in a really strong way, and we saw some things with the economy start to level out and look a little bit more bullish. So really tough to say right now. I think we're at a kind of a tipping point, and we could go one way or the other. Again, overall, my expectations, we're going to see a little bit of more normal market for real estate, a little bit flat. We're not going to see crazy price gains or anything like that over the next couple of years. I think it's just going to be a little bit more stable, measured movement, but still a strong market overall. So that's where we're at right now. Any questions, as always, reach out, shoot me an email, give me a phone call. I'll be glad to talk with you about your individual scenario if you're trying to buy or sell, and how to do that the best way in the current market, because either way there are still opportunities for buyers and sellers. You just need to know how to approach the market and how to really work with your individual scenario to make the best approach. So we're always glad to help with that. Thanks again, and we'll be back next month with more information.